Hi, this is Elisa. Welcome to Mirror Image Crafts. Today we're going to make this card. The card I made recently using Pool Party and Very Vanilla, and I've used the first edition specialty paper, but we're going to recreate this card using Lucky Limeade as our main color instead. We're starting with a piece of Lucky Limeade cardstock. It's a regular card base size. Then we have a piece of first edition specialty paper, and this is a 3 3/4 inch square. And then I also have another square of Lucky Limeade, and it's a 3 by 3 square. So the first thing I want to do is my stamping. I'm going to take the Lucky Limeade ink pad, and the stamp set called Elements of Style. Very pretty images in this stamp set. So the first thing I want to do is stamp this flourish on the side of my card right here. Okay, and then while I still have a little bit of ink on here, I'm going to stamp again on my first edition for a lighter image. I'm going to take my stamp again and stamp this square, and then again stamp my lighter version on here, just for a little bit of interest on there. Round my corners of this first edition specialty paper. So with my 3/16 corner rounder, just putting it in there and quickly rounding all my corners. Okay, I have stamped my wrong piece. My 3 by 3 piece is not meant to be stamped, so I'm going to use this side of it, and I'm quickly just putting my stamped image on this larger piece of cardstock, also in Lucky Limeade, and I'm going to punch my squares out of this in just a moment. Next I want to take this piece of Lucky Limeade cardstock, and I'm going to punch this out with my, sorry about the glare, 1 1/4 inch square punch. And I just want to get 4 squares punched out with the little pretty flourish designs on them. And then I also want to punch out 4 larger squares with the 1 3/8 inch square punch, just in Very Vanilla. So I'm going to take my corner rounder again and just on opposite sides round the corners. So on my white piece, or my vanilla pieces, and my limeade pieces, I'm going to do that, just like that. Okay, so now I have all these pieces with opposite corners rounded, and I'm going to adhere the Lucky Limeade pieces onto the Very Vanilla on all 4 of those. So I'm going to use my SNAIL Adhesive to do that. Okay, then I'm ready to position these 4 squares onto my 3 by 3 Lucky Limeade square, and I'm going to put those on here using my dimensionals. So 1 per square, just right in the middle. Okay, and so what I want to do before I press this firmly all the way down, I want to just kind of gently lay it where I like it. Then I can still move it as I need to. So without pressing them firmly down quite yet, I'm just kind of making a little bit of an outline. There we go. Okay. And then once I have those positioned where I want them, I can press them firmly onto there. And now I can put this piece onto my first edition specialty. And again, I'm just using my SNAIL Adhesive to do that. making sure the words on the specialty paper are right side up. There we go. Okay, and before we build our butterfly that goes on the front, I'm going to quickly stamp. This stamped image for you also comes with the Elements of Style stamp set. Now I'm just going to stamp this on my card in basic black classic ink, right there in the corner. So using the butterfly punch, I'm going to take some Lucky Limeade cardstock, and I'm using the same piece that I cut my other squares out of. And then I also need a butterfly from my specialty, first edition specialty paper. And then what I'm going to do is on the back side of the butterfly, just a little bit of snail. And attach it, just the snail's just right in the middle. And then I'm going to layer it onto the Lucky Limeade. And since it's just attached in the middle, I can bend my butterfly wings up just a little bit. Okay, next we're going to wrap this Lucky Limeade ribbon. This is Sale-A-Bration item that you can get in a pack. It's 2 colors of ribbon and brads that come with it. This one's the Lucky Limeade. And we're going to wrap it around our butterfly's body. I'm going to leave a little bit at the top before we wrap it. Those are going to become the butterfly's antenna. And because this ribbon is fairly thin, I'm going to wrap it around a few times. Okay. And then just trim off the extra. Okay, and just like in my original card, I'm going to take some linen thread and tie that around my butterfly's antennas. Then trim the extra linen thread. Then trim a little bit off of my Limeade thread. And then we have a sweet little butterfly that is ready to go on the front of our card. And I'm going to take one more Stampin' Dimensional, put that right on the back of my butterfly in the middle. I'm going to turn him this way, I think, for this card. Okay, so there we have our Lucky Limeade version of the card using Elements of Style and the Lucky Limeade ribbon. This is my pool party version, and watch for videos coming up later with this stamp set that I can't talk about yet. Top secret. And pool party ruffled ribbon on this card is very sweet. So I hope you've enjoyed that, and come back for more videos in the next few days. Thanks.